Well, you're on No Limit. You dropped
Mhm.
your first album on No Limit, but you're showing up on everyone else's. Because,
Right, right, right,
Master
right.
P,
Yeah,
he's
I
when the
was a
album
hot
comes
topic,
out,
man. I
everyone
was a
jumps
hot
on.
topic. Dag nabbit, shit.
Yeah. Okay. And then Ghetto Fabulous comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes platinum.
Right. And Ghetto Fabulous, that definitely was my worst effort. Because I'll just say that. I mean, it was a good album. I said it was my worst effort because I had to rush it. You know, P had a pace, man. P had a fucking pace. He was like a fucking Ford dealership. He was producing them motherfucking cars. He was putting them bitches out. You heard me? For real. For real.
I mean, how did you feel about that? Because I remember reading interviews by Beats by the Pound, and they talked about how, you know, certain producers takes a month to put together a beat, but not at No Limit. You know, you need that shit tomorrow, and you got to hurry up and just crank out those beats.
That was all Master P's driving force, because you know I come from the old school hip hop where, man, it'll take me a fucking month to write my fucking song. When I finish with that bitch, though, I don't give a fuck if you got 10 albums. That one song gonna kill all your shit. You heard me? And KLC went through that too. My DJ KLC and the Beats by the Pound. He mixing that shit and trying to, you know what I'm saying, tweak that bitch and get it perfect. I remember P coming in the studio saying, come on, KL, man, you taking all long with that shit, man. Hurry up, cut that fucking bass up, cut my vocals up so that people hear me. Put that shit out, man. Motherfuckers ain't got nothing but one speaker in their car anyway. So, you know, he had a different mindset, man. He had a different mindset, you know, and that kind of helped us. That helped us a lot. You know, and Master P is one of the few people, every time he fucking told me something, it came to fruition. If he told me something, next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, man, you told me, bro. You fucking told me, bro. So, you know, I definitely look up to him, man. Definitely look up to him.
Oh yeah, I mean, Master P is really one of the great business minds of
For
hip
real.
hop. All the way from, I mean, the deal that he signed, where he got to keep like 85 or 90% of his money, got to keep his publishing, got to keep his masters, to the amount of product he put out, to how he switched up.
He's truly one of our leaders, man. I'm talking about from the whole spectrum, from the streets all the way to, like you said, to the businessman and the father and the husband, and you know what I'm saying, man. He on his shit, man. He on his shit. You know what I'm saying? I truly learned a lot from him.
Absolutely.
And I was able to speak my mind when we had differences. I never did it in front of the whole crowd to try to, you know what I'm saying? But if I had a difference, I always pull them to the side and say, nah, P, I don't feel like that, man. And we always, you know, that's kind of relationship we had. And that shit was cool.
Well, you dropped Ghetto Fabulous on No Limit in '98.
Right.
And then by 2000, you left No Limit.
2000, yeah, right before. I did not leave No Limit. Let's set the fucking record straight. No Limit left me, man. I showed up for work and looked around there, boxes and shit there. They ain't here no more. What the fuck? Wait, No Limit? Shit, I was in Atlanta. I was actually recording a song that album, the album with Shake Ass on it. I was recording that album because that's when fucking Juvenile hit. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord Jesus. 400 degrees. You might well sit your ass, you ain't finna fuck with him. Sit down. So that was, and you know, we competitive. So I'm like, man, how the fuck can this nigga here is killing it. He was just like me. He was something you never heard of. He was fresh, he was new. It was like, motherfucker. And Shake Your Ass came out my fucking mouth. That bitch guy said, I got him, P. I got something for his ass. I got something for that back that ass up. Now I got him. It never made it to him. He called me. I was in Atlanta in the studio. He called me and said, man, look. He said, Mike, bro, we did our thing, bro. Everything, you know, on the up and up. I'm going to go and let you do your thing. I'm finna go in a different direction. And man, I was really hurt. I was like, all right, bro, all right, fuck. And then after that, the biggest album that I could have ever made, I was by myself, single. I wasn't in the crowd. And because, like, you know, that was a big crowd to try to shine out, even though I still shine through like a motherfucker in the crowd. But I didn't have a crowd to have to shine through. This time I was by myself. You know, I was by myself, and it was the most successful album I ever had, for real.
Okay.
I remember I got on the plane, I got on the airplane, and Southern Entertainment was on there. Boy, I know people regret he let you go, boy. That man, you killing this. I said, man, I ain't like that man still doing that thing. Fuck, I still ain't rich as him. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was fun, man. That shit was fun.